It's very exciting to see you again. How are you?
I'm good. How are you, Caitlin?
I'm good, thank you. Just before we get started today, I just wanted to get your consent for the recording of our session again, if that's okay.
Yeah, that's all good.
Perfect. And I also just wanted to go through the work health and safety. So I'm just ensuring that you're in a private room. You've got your ergonomic workspace, just the same as last time as well.
Yep, sure do.
Perfect. So this is our first session today. It's going to take about half an hour. I know you've blocked it all out in your calendar, but I just wanted to confirm that the 30 minutes is fine with you today.
Yeah, yep, that's still all good. Thank you.
How are you feeling about the transition so far?
I'm feeling a little bit overwhelmed with it all, but I'm just trying to, like, one day at a time, take it as it comes.
Yeah.
So that's a bit, yeah, it can be a little bit much, but
Yeah,
getting there.
definitely. It can be a bit overwhelming, but that's a great approach just to take things one step at a time, one day at a time.
Yeah,
But just remember, it is completely normal. It's a big
okay.
change. So,
Yes. Yeah,
yeah,
it is a big change. Yes.
yeah, and you'll get there.
Oh, that I'm glad to hear that.
Yeah. Perfect. So, yeah, as I said, today's our first session. So we discussed that today would be just about employee retention.
Yep.
So, if you're happy, we'll just discuss some strategies for retaining employees during the transition, which is crucial for maintaining a stable work environment.
Yep.
Because I know that was a little bit of a concern with taking on 8
Yeah.
staff, just making sure that they're all happy and staying on board.
Yes, don't want to lose any of them. So they're all
Yeah.
great.
Yeah. And there, a lot of them are quite experienced, as well.
Yes,
So, which is really good.
it is.
And I'm sure
Yeah,
they're all very excited to have you, fresh face and fresh ideas and things.
yeah. They seem quite responsive to that, but it's yeah, still just nerve-wracking
Yeah,
managing people again. Yeah.
yeah, definitely. Alrighty. So, have you noticed any concerns around the staff regarding the transition yet?
They seem a little bit uncertain about what to expect. So
Mm-hmm.
I think maybe need to work on that a little bit as well. Like I don't really know where to start.
Yeah.
But I guess because I'm new and they were used to a different way, and if I'm coming in with all new stuff, like transitioning them with that, I guess, as well.
Yeah. Yeah. Obviously, addressing their concerns like early will build their trust as well. So,
Yep,
have you thought about holding some team meetings?
I have, but I'm a little bit like uncertain how they're going to react. Like I just feel a bit nervous about that.
Yeah.
Having
Okay.
and there's so many of them.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, and
Let's go through and discuss that.
yeah,
Um, because it's obviously very natural to feel that way. So, you want
yeah,
to be transparent with them. Transparency is key. So,
okay,
just sharing all of your plans, whether it be any minor changes, whether you want to keep things the same as well, that can also
yeah,
be really reassuring to them because they might think everything's going to change. But if you want to keep
yeah,
things the same, that's always really good to let them know as well.
yeah. Okay, all right.
Um, do you think they would respond to like team meetings in a formal setting or an informal setting?
I think some of them would probably like more of a formal, and I think some of them would be happy with a bit more of a casual, sort of light-hearted type of setting. Um, so I guess it's just working out exactly who would prefer what.
Yeah.
Do you think that's something that I could even just ask them? Would you prefer who would prefer this? Who would prefer that? Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. Definitely ask the questions. And some of them might find it a little bit difficult to say. So even doing both to start with could be good.
Yeah.
Having a really low key, casual style meeting just to break the ice a little bit and having that
Yeah.
formal meeting as well. You could always do both.
Yeah.
And really go from there as well.
Yeah. Okay. All right.
Do you,
Just going to write some notes.
yeah, where do you think might be a formal setting that you could use? Do you have anywhere in the salon that you could use as a formal setting that you think would be suitable?
Yeah, we do have a like a room that's kind of sort of like a bit like a small, but it's like a little officey sort of tea room, but it's not utilized all the time. So they can have like a little break in there or whatever, but I can lock the door and stuff like that. Like we can close it off and I could, I suppose, mark it out in the book or something.
Yeah.
For whoever.
I think marking it out in the book is a great idea. Then you don't have, customers walking in, really interrupting it. That can be really disruptive for the meeting. You can have your seats in there. They can all have, if they want to bring a pen and paper, they can. If they want to have their water bottle, sometimes they'll feel more secure holding their water bottle.
Yeah.
They can do things like that. And there's no disruptions either.
Yeah.
You can lock, like you said, you can lock the
Yeah.
door. It doesn't have to go for long either. Half an hour is really enough time to start off with, just so that you can let them voice any questions, reassure them, voice any of your concerns as well, things like that.
Yep. Okay. All right. That's
do you think, do you think there'd be a suitable cafe or something you could go for a more casual?
Yeah, there's a few around that we could go to that are close and casual, but still like that have areas that are a bit private in them. So yeah, we could do that as well.
Yeah. You could get a cold drink, get a coffee.
Yeah.
Things like that.
And do that for those who want a bit more casual. Yeah. All right. Okay. So I'm going to do informal one first.
Yeah.
To break the ice. And then individually work out who wants to do the more formal, who would prefer what. Oh, the pen's not working. That's typical.
That's always the way.
Yeah, honestly. Hopefully this one's a goer. And then find out who'd prefer more formal, or do you think like obviously I want them to know that they can come to me anytime. Do you think that there should be like where I should be like, if you want a meeting that or you need a chat, like just like let me know and we'll mark it in straight away. Like, okay.
Yeah.
So that it's not just me always making the meetings, it's if they need to know they can always come to me. Yeah.
They can always definitely come to you, and obviously if your time allows for that as well. But if they feel that they can come to you, that's always good. So they'll just have to obviously make sure that it does fit in with your timeframes, because you're obviously very busy as well.
Yeah. Okay. Okay, it's going to be formal. Find out who's doing formal, who likes casual, more of a relaxed.
Yeah.
No, it's not always about me making the meetings.
Yeah, and that
they
really makes them
chat.
feel valued as well when they have that say.
Yeah.
And that's also a key thing with the retention of staff as well, is having them feel valued and heard.
Yeah. Do you think that we still do like an overall still a staff meeting? How often do you find, obviously you go to other clinics and stuff too, do you find that salons with like even small teams or large teams are having like group meetings? Is it like weekly or like daily, depending on like what you go over?
Yeah, some salons do daily, like some bigger salons do daily, but it's really only that 5 minute,
Oh, like a quick, like.
KPIs, quick check-in. it's
Yeah,
a
okay.
very quick, and the thing with that is different people start at different times as well. So if you do have a bigger clinic and you're working late nights and things like that, sometimes that might not work as well.
Yeah, okay.
I do find a standard group meeting would be monthly.
Yep, okay.
That way then you can, just touch base. You can kind of go through things, make it like a compliment sandwich. Have you heard of a compliment sandwich?
Yes.
You
Yep,
can touch on your
something.
positive things. You can go through what's happening for the month, because often in salons things change for the month. So
Yeah.
it might be
Yeah.
your month's
Promotions
promotion,
or-
the product has changes, your gift with purchase has changed. So you can touch on those light-hearted things, just making sure everybody's aware. Then you can get into a few nitty-gritty things and then finish it off. Open up the space, ask questions, have a laugh, bounce off each other.
So sandwich. Better write compliment. Nitty gritty. Otherwise I'll think sandwich. All right, better provide sandwiches.
Yeah. Ham and cheese.
Oh, that would be delicious actually. They probably like that.
And do you know what?
That could be a
Sometimes
good
that's
idea.
really
Could
good
do
as
morning
well.
tea. I'm gonna write morning tea.
Sometimes things like that, food does resonate with people, and different people are different.
True.
I know I found some of the girls, because there's a donut place not far, loved donuts. Take a box of donuts in, you'd be surprised what we could change, and
give everyone the sugar hit, gets the mood. Everyone's in the right mood. Yeah.
Other people it's coffee. Other people love a coffee, and again that changes with your bit more formal and a bit more informal sessions.
Right, okay. Yeah, that's awesome.
I think things like that are good though. You don't want to make it that they're expecting that every time either.
Yes, because it becomes something that then is also taken for granted a little bit. And
but no, that's a nice idea.
Awesome.
So
that's helpful.
Have you thought about any kind of strategies that you think you could implement to make the girls feel valued?
I think maybe if I can offer more training and development opportunities, but even I think I was thinking what are their favorite things to do and what are their personal goals. I was thinking along those lines, because obviously when I was starting, I was really interested in skin, and that's something I wanted to learn more about. So could have those opportunities for, if there's something that they really are enjoying doing, how can I help them grow in that field?
Yeah, perfect.
I was thinking about that.
Yeah, absolutely, because obviously that'll definitely help boost the loyalty, investing in their growth and investing in the growth that they want as well. Like you said, that's a huge thing. You don't want to be investing in something if they're not interested in it.
No. Also, because I've got some staff who have been doing it for a long time, and then I've got some that are a bit newer to the industry, trying to support them both, because it's obviously some have been doing it forever and they're really confident in everything, and some are sort of newish and still finding their feet. Have you got any suggestions on how I can
work that?
Work that.
Yeah, absolutely. So maybe you could consider a bit like a mentorship, not a program, but essentially, buddy them up with each other. So you could buddy someone who has been there for longer with one of the newer therapists or staff members. And then, that way they can learn from each other, and you'd be surprised what I say older, but the more senior staff will learn from the newbies as well.
Yeah, that's true.
So
I suppose I've learned things from them already.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, they'll bring new things as well. So, but see if they're interested in having a buddying up together, and you'll have to work it out with their rosters as well, just to make sure that they are
See who
kind of
fits
working
in with
together.
whose schedule. Okay.
Yeah, and I guess going back to their interests as well, maybe ensuring that they do have similar interests, because if one of them's really interested in skin and facials, and you buddy them up with someone who that would be their least preferred treatment.
Yeah, that's going to be a clash rather.
Yeah.
So, okay, cool.
They might learn to love facials, but it also might be a bit of a clash to start with.
Yeah. I love that idea though. That's cool. So,
and you might find as well that that's also a bit of a step for your senior therapists that have been there. They've been doing it forever. They do the same things all the time. That might be like a new thing to almost teach someone else, take them under their wing. Yeah, give them to see if they're interested in that, because obviously we do get to a point in the industry where we physically struggle on the floor. So, being in that more mentorship training, that teaching aspect. Yeah. Awesome. And I really like that idea of having that buddy sort of buddy system. Yeah, so they can support each other. I suppose that would probably build more teamwork too, I guess. Yeah, absolutely, definitely. Those stronger bonds. Yeah. They'll start to have a bit more respect for each other as well, because sometimes you can find that with the new ones and the older ones, sometimes there might be that they know everything, or they're just new. So it'll probably create a really nice bond between them. And have that respect for each other. Have the support there all for each other. Awesome. The other thing it might also do is take a little bit away from you with the new staff, so they might not always come straight to you. It might give them somebody else that they can go to ask everyday types of questions. You still want them to be able to come to you, but just for those everyday bits and pieces. Dumped on constantly of every single little question. Yeah, so that's a great idea. Yeah. Okay. Got the pen. Alrighty. How's that all sounding to you? So it sounds really great. Having some meetings, talking about maybe having a chat to them about the buddy system. I think buddy system's a good word. Mentorship buddy system. Yeah. Training. I really like it. Yeah. I think training is good. Yeah. And so they can learn from each other and support each other and have that more teamwork feel. Because what you could do. Oh, sorry, you go. Oh no. Sometimes when there's so many of them, sometimes you can feel like you get lost as a staff member. Yeah. So I think that's good. Yeah. Sorry, what were you going to say? Oh, I was just thinking, with your training, it might be good to mention it to them in a group session. Yep. But you could also consider discussing it further with them in private meetings with their training, because sometimes they might, some people are quite open and they'll say, I want more training in this, but others might feel a little bit embarrassed that, I should know how to do eyebrow waxing, but that's what I really want some more training in. And so they have the opportunity to, can come and speak to me about it and let me know. We'll pencil in a time. Yeah. So we can have a good chat about it. Yeah. So even if you are doing your group sessions of trainings, maybe just blocking out some one-on-ones as well. Yeah. Have you found it all, like in your time with managing staff, that having like a day where we do all the treatments on each other, so then if there's anything that they need to experience that maybe they haven't had the experience of those treatments, like that, we can do that. Obviously you pay them for their time because it is training, but have you found anything like that to be beneficial over when you had your salon? Do you know, that's not something that we ever did, but I think that's a fabulous idea. I think, we're both therapists, so we understand the importance of that. And I
Yeah.
think they would benefit
Okay.
so much from that. Obviously, I think we're very practical people as beauty
Yeah.
therapists, so learning your hands-on, learning from each other is so important.
Yeah.
So I think that's a fantastic way. Would you block a whole day out of your book, or would you just book, like, say, 2 people off?
I think, well, being that there's so many, um, I, I kind of thought it'd probably be easier, even if it's like just once a month, to book a whole day and that's a training day. And, you know, like if we could try and find a day that's not the busiest, like,
Yeah,
or even if it's half a day, you know, that we can like everyone gets a bit of a turn, or depending on the treatments and stuff like that. But
yeah.
yeah, I think I'd rather book it out so then the salon is closed. So then they're not getting interrupted in the time that they're getting to have a treatment experience there, or to actually do something new that they're trying to learn, or trying to,
Yeah.
yeah, teach each other in the buddy system, or, that sort of stuff.
Yeah. And I think that would definitely, if you could facilitate that and make it work, I think that would really boost them feeling valued as well, and their
Yeah.
loyalty. That's something that they wouldn't really get at a lot of places.
Yeah.
Um, yeah, just obviously making sure that you can facilitate that. But yeah, I think that
Yeah.
would be amazing.
Awesome.
And I think you would get really good ideas on their training then as well,
Yeah.
the gaps.
Yeah. Yeah. Because I'd be able to see and go from there. Yeah.
Yeah.
And
And
then they
if
can give each
they
other
would each
feedback
see.
too.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that's good, at least, because not clients don't always tell you. They go, yeah, it was great, but then they might not like one part of it, but they're not going to tell the person that they didn't like that part, but they'll, you know, yeah, it's at least for each other. They can do the sandwich
Yep.
and give each other, yeah, compliment, and then, yeah, anything that they may need to work on, or that didn't feel great, or, the pressure or whatever, and
And you
then
could even
something
say to
complimentary
them,
again.
just to create that constructive criticism, just saying, like, saying to them, even if you could just point out 2 things that could be improved.
Yeah.
um it might even just be that they didn't ask if I was comfortable, or the lights were a bit
Yeah.
bright, or the pressure was a bit too firm. But just giving them something to say, like, or at least one thing. Maybe
Yeah.
one thing
Yeah.
might be nicer, but so then you don't have people saying, "Oh no, it was so lovely, I fell asleep,"
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
doing what a client does.
I was really bad for that when I did uni.
Yeah,
If I fell asleep in a massage, the massage was good. If I didn't, you needed to improve.
yeah,
That's just how it was. I don't. If that was good, I never remembered them because I would be asleep. Yeah,
yeah,
I'm still like that to this day. If I have a massage,
yeah.
if
Same.
I'm asleep, it was great. If it was not, I'm like, I was awake the whole time. It wasn't very
Going.
good. Yeah.
Oh,
Awesome.
that's good.
Cool. No, this has been really good. I've really enjoyed this meeting.
Oh, that's good. I'm
Helpful.
glad.
Yeah, got lots of
Thank you.
notes.
You've taken a good.
Yeah.
Perfect. Alrighty. So I'm glad that you have enjoyed it, and you've got a bit of a plan there
Yep.
to work with
Yes.
now. So, um,
Oh, sorry. Can I stop for 1 second? I
yeah,
think my dinner order has arrived.
yeah, that's okay. No stress. You go
Well,
grab
not
it.
dinner, lunch, lunch.
Yeah, that's okay. No
Yeah,
stress.
I'll be 1 second.
That's absolutely fine.
All right, hang on. Oh,
Go back.
being slack today and didn't bring my food, and I have ordered it.
Ah, that's okay. You have to eat. That's an important part of the day too. Keep yourself going.
Yes. Yes.
Energy.
Yeah.
I hope it's
Oh.
something nice.
Yeah, I've ordered curry.
Yum.
Then I'll have some left over for later for dinner.
Yeah. Oh, that sounds great. Alrighty. Well, we will wrap up.
Yes.
Because it has been half an hour now, so we will wrap it up, and then perfect timing. You can go and have your lunch.
Yes.
So we have your next, we booked the 3 sessions, so
Yeah.
each of the Fridays at 11 a.m. So
Yep.
are you still happy to meet next Friday at 11?
Yeah. Yep. That still works. Got it all locked in.
Amazing. So if there's any issues, just let me know. You've
Yep.
got my email, so you can email me. If you have any questions about anything, let me know as well. Just
Yep.
shoot me an email. But I look forward to hearing all about it. Do you think you'll run a meeting before we meet next?
Yes.
Or plan
I
one?
reckon I'm gonna try and do one for earlier at the start of next week.
Amazing.
Yes. I'm inspired now. I'm not so nervous. I've got some great ideas here and ways to do it. Yeah.
Yeah. And it's okay to let them know that you're nervous as well, because they will be nervous.
Yeah.
And we're all human.
Yes, that's true. Yeah.
Mhm.
Yes.
All right. Well, I will let you
Awesome.
go then. I'm just going to stop the recording now. You enjoy your lunch, and I will speak to you
Thank
next
you.
week.
All right. Well, thank you so much. See you next week.
Thank you.
Bye.
Bye. Maybe.